Okay, we're getting to 10 o'clock now, UK time. 10 o'clock now. Okay, let's see if we will have, so the markets are open now. Okay, we've got two setups now on the Owanda account. So we have a gap up on Euro AUD and a gap up on Euro NZD, 15.2 gap, pip gap, and 20.7 pip gap on Owanda account. On the FXCM account, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So JPY pairs gap down situations, which is leading to the green means we're looking for buy opportunities. So 16 pips, 15 pips, 30 pips, and 16 pips. Right. And on the AvaTrade account, we don't yet have any opportunities showing up. So let's see what happens with that in the next few minutes. So we can see now on the on the FXCM account, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's actually increased. So we have 4 now, and it's 5. So we have a gap up on the Euro NZD. So USD JPY. So we had a gap down. Let's see how that pushes back up. We've got to keep a close eye on this. Euro JPY. Yep. GBP JPY. Euro NZD. It's just a 15 pip gap. AUD JPY. Okay, let's see how this turns out. It is pushing down 602. Keep an eye on those. Okay, let's see what happens at the end of well, in the next couple of hours, and by the end of Monday, if we make some profits from this. Okay, speak to you soon. Cheers. Hi, good evening. It is Monday, the 16th of July, 2018. And you will notice that from the video we recorded yesterday night at the open of the market for the week, we had on the FXCM MT4 account, we had about 5 opportunities on the 5 TT gap system. And I am now here to just go through how all those opportunities turned out and if we made money or not. In fact, the fact is I made a return of just over 5% on my trades, and I exited all the trades after I hit about 5%. And so let me show you how those trades turned out eventually. So the first one is AUD JPY. We had this as a gap down trade, and we can see that the candle on Friday, that candle there, closed there, and then yesterday price opened down here, and that gave us a buy opportunity to trade. Let me just get the pips showing on this. I want to be able to see the number of pips. Okay, and so that was a 16.4 pip gap, and we can see that through yesterday price completely closed that gap. So we had a 16 pip move that closed the gap, and half of that trade was closed, and sometime during the day we see that price move to the upside, and sometime around here today I closed that trade. But by now at this point in time price has pushed back down, but we're already out of this trade. Okay, the next one is the USD JPY. So something similar as well. Price closed at that point, gapped down there, opened here, and then throughout yesterday price completely closed that gap and gave us a bit more today, even though it has slightly retraced to by the end of at this time today. So yeah, that was also a profitable trade on USD JPY. Euro JPY, we can also see it was a gap down situation. So practically on all the JPY pairs, it was gap down. And we can see with the Euro JPY, boom, boom, boom. Very nice trade today. And yeah, how many pips was this gap? Again, let me get this set up. I just want to be able to see the, yeah, so it was a 15.7 pip gap, and we can see that that gap has completely closed, and we had over 45 pips opportunity with this. And the next one was GBP JPY. This was a 30.9 pip gap, again like the previous four we've looked at, or previous three we've looked at. That was a gap down. Price closed there on Friday and then gap down to this point here, but that yesterday candle completely closed the gap, and today we had even more, a bit more on GBP JPY. So 30 pip gap gave us close to 90 pips, so almost again like the other one, 3 times. But now price is pushed back down at the end of today, but we've already moved out of that trade in profit. And the final one was the Euro NZD. With the Euro NZD, we had a gap up situation, giving us a sell opportunity, and it was a 15 pip gap. And we can see that price closed here on Friday at this point here, and then opened up there, giving us a gap down with a sell opportunity, and eventually at some point today we had about 36 pips. So again, this was a profit, and I closed those trades in profit. So if we look at some of those trades from the 15th, so that was the last trade from last week on the 12th, was that one there. And then with the 5TT gap, when we had a trade open on the 15th, it was yesterday, and open time was at 21:00, that's 9 p.m. GMT, which was 10 p.m. UK time. And we can see we closed half of that trade, half of that trade, half of that trade, half of that trade, and then half of that trade as well. And at that point we had closed about, what will you say, about 180, close to 200. Well, it's about over 200 pounds in profit by 11 p.m. which was about 12 p.m. UK time, 12 a.m. So before the start of Monday, we had closed 50% of all the open trades, and then throughout the day, then we closed a bit more. That was another system that lost money on the Euro USD, just 11 pounds. And then we closed the rest at 4:39, which was 5:39 a.m. UK time. We exited that trade up to this point here by 5:39. So that was 5TT gap profit. And this one as well was another trade for USD CAD on another system, 5TT candle reversal system. And we just came out with that basket trade, just a scratch profitable trade. So yes, not too bad at all. Yeah, it's been a very a good day of trading on the 5TT gap system. Very happy with that. So altogether this month we are now up 19.7, almost 20 pips in profit. And we can see between yesterday and today, so this week we closed in 5.22 pips, giving us almost 20 pips and 20% return for this month. Let me get this all from the beginning of the year. So we can see from January this year, we can see that we are actually this year almost 100% in profit, which is quite awesome. So 93.2% if you look at it just from this year. But I'm going to run this from the beginning of this account, which was sometime in 2014, I believe. And if we look at it from that time, you can see we are close to 180% return. So that's not too bad. So this year, apart from June where we had a close to 13% loss, and that was a loss from about 5 trades, just went boom 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 as a loss or as losses. We've had a good year so far, so I'm quite pleased with the results from this year, from January. So this is our 7th month now, and we're going really strong. Okay, so I hope all this is clear. If you joined us in the trades and you return profits, let us know. Just give us a comment, send us an email, and tell us how what your experience was like. Okay, one thing else I wanted to get your attention to is I recently wrote a course and I placed it on Udemy about the 5TT gap system. So if you want a course that shows you exactly how the system works, I broke it down, I believe, pretty well. You can go to Udemy and just search for the 5TT gap system overview, and you should be able to find the course, or just go udemy.com/the-5tt-gap-system, and that should take you to the course. Now, Udemy has put this course on a massive discount, 83% discount on the course, and there is just 1 day left at this price to take advantage of the discount. That's the same system I've traded and has returned that amount of profit to us this year. You can have access to it. You can learn about how the whole thing works at just £11. That is indeed a massive discount. Don't waste time. Just go straight and sign up for this course, and I'm sure you'll be glad you did. Now, the course I've said here, you will have a clear understanding of the 5TT gap system. You have a clear understanding of the 5TT gap system. I also have some additional content on chart types, candlesticks, trading timeframes, and a lot more resources within the course. And so it's broken down into sections where we have the introduction, the main course, essential bonus materials. So again, I have within here talking about indicator, some material on video on currency pairs and pips, analyzing the market, automated trading systems, trends, etc., and the 5TT automated system. And then I have a couple of quiz questions just to test your understanding. One thing else I should point out is within the course as well, you get my free course material. You get a free ebook with the course. You get it within the course program. You see it when you have access into it. So there's again, this is, I hope you see that is inexpensive. £11 will give you all this. So you go and get yourself a copy of this system and see how you can start to use the same system. Nothing different. It's the same system that has delivered amazing results to myself and a lot of other traders this year. If you have any questions, boom, don't forget, just reach out to me and I'll be very pleased to support you. Okay, until next time, be safe, be disciplined. I'm wishing you the very best. Speak to you soon. Cheers.